Alright, man. Go ahead. Start the show, baby. Start the show. Boy, you just too crazy. What is going on, my beautiful people? It's your boy Mr. 20 West in the building. It's been a while for me. I know I haven't made a video since the last time I made a video. I know it's crazy. It's been forever. I feel like it's been forever. Got my Fitbit on. Look. Oh yeah. Check out your boy. Check out my new yays. My yays. That's what I'm calling them. My yays. What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? It's one of my fresh commercials right here. These right here is my yays. They keeping me player. Ooh. Feel like I'm E40 on them with these glasses right here, baby. Killing them. I'm gonna put them to the side. So tonight is one of those beautiful nights. And first off, let me just say it's a night vlog. You know, I don't do too many of these, but I've been procrastinating the whole day. You know, procrastination is just something of itself, a monster. So when you finally get past your procrastination thing, you start to be awesome, and then you just be like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I said I'm gonna do it. Shout out to Ben, who gave us this ZX6R. If you've seen this by now, you probably have seen pictures of this. He probably have made something, or if I haven't already posted something. So we got a rim, we got her wheel bearings. We ready. Shout out to Vikings, because I got my little product for them. I can't tell you exactly what it is yet, but just know a new product review is about to be put together. You feel me? You understand? Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. I'm gonna take off my talking robe. Yeah, your boy updated. You know what I mean? I updated, upgraded. I had a talking jacket, now I'm doing talking robe because I'm getting too comfortable. Next thing you know, I'm gonna have talking slippers, and then you know I done went too far there. But tonight's vlog is basically gonna be about freaking my GS500. Whew. Dang. Shout out to Motor Style, because that's what I got this thing from. This thing is very cool. You know what I mean? Like, it covers up your face, and it's not like a big old mask. It's better than freeze out. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's better than freeze out. Okay, but this is about my GS500. So after my 2013 terrible accident, this is before the FZ07. I went out and I purchased me a GS500. So the funny thing about it is, I was going down, like, you know, thinking about what went wrong with the CBR 600, and I was like, man, maybe that was just too much power for your boy, and maybe I should just, you know, come down, like, you know, face reality. Like, a lot of people have a hard time facing reality about, you know, power wise with motorcycles, because you really, who wants to be the person to say, hey, listen, I should just get me a slow, boring bike. Not saying, you know, bikes that's lower in CCs are boring or, you know, slow or whatever, but people just, you know, you want to do it, so I'm gonna do it. And oh yeah, my vape, my smoke vape, you're gonna see the commercial for that. I'm gonna roll that, and you're gonna be like, dang, that's crazy. Straight up, when your boy is not doing this hookah, this vape, this smoke vape right here, man, this is it. This is super, like, lit. I don't even have to set up the whole hookah no more. I'm mobile. It's like mobile hookah. You know what I mean? I'm not backing it up, but this right here, it's hot. Now that we're back. So I came back and I said, well, let me just, you know, just go ahead and get this. I'm gonna get a 500. I'm gonna get a 500 cc's, because the CBR, I was mastering it, and if you look at that story, you could tell me talking about it, how I like mastered. I had it 3 months, you know what I mean? I was doing what I needed to do, but me having that accident, I kind of hurt my confidence doing that, you know what I mean? It kind of lowered my confidence, and I was like, it was because of me that I crashed, and to be able to accept that was because of me it was a huge slap in the face. So I remember talking to my cousin, shout out Calistro Production, or Calistro Creation and Calistro Production. He does music and he does photography too, man. He does it all. I was telling my cousin, I said, hey man, I want to get back in the bike scene, but I think I'm gonna just have to get me a smaller bike, build up my skills, and then go purchase me a big fast bike. My cousin, of course, was just like, alright, cuz, you know, you just gotta be safe. And I was like, you know, alright. So I went on the process of looking for a bike. The first bike I got through a friend, and that friend was like always busy, so I couldn't reach out to your friend again. So I was like, alright, where do I go? People kept telling me go to Craigslist. I was like, Craigslist? Alright, cool. So for 2 weeks straight, I was on Craigslist. Scroll, boom. I find this GS 500. Okay. It wasn't the best looking bike in the world, but it wasn't the worst. So when I seen it, I was just like, yo, it was all black, all matte black, and it seemed like it had some juice to it, you know what I mean? Like in the picture, it looked like a serious motorcycle. So I was like, this would be me re-entering the game again, you know what I mean? Like all my friends from high school, all my Facebook friends, all my personal friends, people that knew me, was like, I already know you getting back in the game. Hold on, give me a second. They're like, I already know you gonna get back in the game and you gonna want to kill it, you know? So me being who I am, I was like, it's either I show up and show out, or I just don't do this. So I called my best friend Big John. Shout out Big John. I always put him in the video. He always say he watched the video, or he just put the video up. Anyway, he was like, you know, Big John pretty big, so I be hearing that, you know, with Craigslist things, you gonna want to have people around for certain, you know, stuff like that, because people be crazy out here. You just never know who you pulling up on, and if you getting the purchase, the item you need, which really is crazy. I feel like people should be honest, especially with Craigslist, bro, because, man, we work too hard for somebody to show up, and then I would hate to have to put your face on a t-shirt. That would really suck. So I called my boy Big John. He was like, alright, I'm coming with the truck. We're going to pick up this bike. I set up the meeting with the guy. The guy was like, yo, yeah, the GS 500 is perfect. It's a beautiful bike. The only reason I'm getting rid of it is my fiance is telling me that I need to give up my bike. And, you know, with that being said, I really don't have a choice. I'm like, dang, alright, bro. You know, I would never, I wouldn't want a woman that didn't support my bike life. You know what I mean? I would, like, bro, you just gonna, like, give up all of that? Okay, cool. I guess that's just you, okay. So we set up a meeting spot. We met at Kroger's or whatever. And, it's funny because that night I was, like, having kind of second guesses about it or whatever. I had went on YouTube to see, people was making videos on how to purchase a bike off of Craigslist, or how to look at how to look at bikes and purchase them and not buy a limit. And I was looking at the videos, and one of the videos said, you know, if you see that the tires is completely worn out with wires in it, there's something wrong. Check out the chain if the chain is bad. If you see any scratches on the bike, you know what I mean? If you see any leaking, any type of leak is a no-go, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like making a mental list. Like, okay, I know what to look for. He ain't gonna get me. He is not going to get me. He ain't gonna get me. Yo, I get there, I bring my helmet. The guy pulls up. He gets out in uniform. Like, he's a cop. He's a cop. He has on like his little badge on, you know, got the badge number. He still has his like radio on him, and he got his gun on him, and he's just like, he pulls up on, you know, he pulls up in an Avenger, and he has his homeboy bring the bike, and I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, yeah, I just got off work not too long ago. I just had my friend go get the bike and bring it here. It's a strong bike, you can see. And then he like rolled up with the bike. He did like a circle with it. And then they parked it in front of me, and I was like doing the bike once over on the bike. I'm walking around the bike, and I like noticed oil, right? I'm like, hey man, you know, I see some oil right here, man. Like that can't be too good. He's like, no. I kind of put too much oil in it, and it kind of spilled out a little bit. And I was like, well, won't that be bad for the tire? Like, it could get on the tire possibly, and I slip or whatever. And he was just like, well, No, because if you ride it like a lot, like you won't. Only reason I put oil in it is because I felt like it didn't have enough oil in it, so I put some oil in it. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. And he gave me the keys and he was like, all right, you know, you can do the test ride or whatever. My homeboy was standing there, and I rode the bike. Now, mind you, since 2013, I hadn't been on a bike in almost, I want to say maybe 6 months. It had probably 6 months had passed since my last accident, and I was just like, oh my God, this bike feels amazing. This is great. This is wonderful. Your boy is back out here. I'm about to do my thing, you know. And I rode around, you know. Everybody's standing there like this because everybody just like, all right, so you know, y'all gonna buy the bike? And then my homeboy over there like, yeah, we might buy the bike. So you know, everybody's standing there with the guns. It's like, I'm standing there like, hey, I like the bike. Go ahead, I'm ready, right? So I get a man the money. I jump on the bike. I told my homeboy, I said, listen, I'm gonna ride around the parking lot one more time, and then we can load it up on the truck, and then we can take it to the crib. Cause I was like, I didn't want to necessarily ride it to the house, cause you know my house is kind of far away from it. And next thing I know, I was just like rode around the parking lot, and then somehow I got up on the throttle, and then I left. I went all the way home, and then before they realized that I had left, I called them like maybe 15, 60, like maybe 20 minutes later, like, yo, I'm at the house. And everybody was like, my homeboy was there, my cousin was there. They was like, what? You're at the house already? I was like, yeah, about that. The little practice ride, it just turned to something else. Well, to speed up the story, I rode around on that GS 500 till I couldn't ride no more. I mean, I rode it in the storm, the rain, the snow, like whatever was out there, I was out there. I didn't care how cold or how warm it was. I was out there every day on this bike. I might put one new fresh set of tires on there. I went to my boy Zach at Zach Performance Shop to get an oil change put on the bike. And when I went to Zach, that's when it just went downhill. Zach told me that the bike was trash, it was terrible, it was a terrible investment. I don't know why you would buy this without me being there. And I was like, Zach, I should have called you. And like he was like, I know he's having oil problems. I'm like, yeah, it's dripping oil. He said if I keep riding it, you know. And he was like, bro, the oil is dripping out the motor. This is bad. This is real bad. You're not gonna have this bike that long. You should probably sell this bike real quick. And I was like, Zach, I would never ever sell this bike to somebody else in this condition because it's a bad bike. And he was just like, well, I'm not saying don't tell him that you got problems with it, but I'm saying you probably need to get up off this bike. And so he was like, it's gonna be like $1,200. This bike is not even worth $12. And it's gonna be $12 to put in a new motor on it, and this bike ain't worth that. So I just went through the whole like realization that I really just purchased a lemon, right? So I hit my homeboy up, Sevi Boy June, aka the Don Rider, aka the R1 Rider. You know what I mean? I hit him up. I said, man, we probably met up like 3 or 4 times, and just to ride out, you know. And I told him, I said, hey, bro, if you know you see me stall the bike, don't tell anybody I stalled the bike. You know, your boy is out here, okay? And my boy, he bust out laughing at me, and I got to ride out with him like 3 times after that. Christmas Day, I got to get on the expressway with the GS 500 for the first time. It was crazy. I enjoyed myself out there. Shout out to my boy Turn Up, because he was out there on his ZX14 that he had. Man, that thing was so nice. He was out there getting it, and I was getting it, and they was all like, yo, you know, the only way we could get to the other side of town is if we get on the expressway. And I was just like, I never been on the expressway, guys. and they let me be the leader of it. And, you know, I got on my GS500 and I was like hitting it, man. You know, I got left a whole lot on it, and I got to race a Challenger Camaro on it. I got left then too, but that's okay. That's okay. So what ended up happening to the GS500 is I was in Rex, Georgia, like on my ride. Like sometimes, hold on. I like to ride my bike. I just be riding. I just might end up anywhere. So I'm out in Rex, Georgia, and I'm chilling at this light, you know, and I think I might have been trying to go to the Mountain Motorsports that's out there, and I'm at a light, I'm chilling, and I give some gas. The bike started to like kind of spin out the tires a little bit, and I'm thinking I'm doing a burnout, because like that's what it felt like. I felt like I was doing a burnout. So I'm like, I'm standing up like I'm real cool, right? And I start seeing smoke. I'm like, what's this smoke? And then I look down and it's oil dripping out. So like, I'm like, uh-oh. I pinned the throttle a little bit so I can go. So it started going, and then I hear, oh, bah! And next thing you know, the oil just everywhere. It just seeped out the freaking motor everywhere. Bike done. Bike finished. I immediately called my homeboy. I say, bro, I'm gonna need your help to come get me, man. You know, I got a friend out here. I can park the bike there for a while. You know, you help me out, get it back to the house. You know, of course, my homeboy was just like, yo, bro, you already know I got you. Just call me, you know, on one of my off days, and we'll set it up to get it. And I finally got the bike to my side of town, and true enough, he had JB welding throughout the whole entire bike, holding that oil inside there. So I tried to go back and do the same thing, and it didn't work out. I never got that GS500 to work ever again, and I ended up trading the GS500 for my FZ07. And I told y'all about that story. And yeah, so like the moral of my story is, like, if you're gonna buy from Craigslist, take some people that know what they looking for and what they looking at, cause I didn't know anything about buying bikes, and I ain't gonna lie to you, even now I know a few things to look for. But you know, if you see any telltale signs, you can't be afraid to walk away. Just walk away. Save yourself the trouble and the heartache. As always, it's your boy, it's Mr. 20 West. I'm in the building. Like I said, I got a new Viking review coming, Viking cycles review coming. This next review is gonna be so litty. You're gonna be like, oh my god, that's crazy, yo. I don't even understand. Like, you know, this is just perfect timing for the summer. It's just perfect timing. I'm telling you, it's perfect timing. I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing else.